Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Matters. We're on episode number 27. Sorry about the long hiatus, but I am moved now. I still have lots of boxes. It's gonna probably be a regular feature that I'm not speaking clearly. A, it's been a little while. B, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's been 18-hour days every day for a while. But you know what? We're here. Let's get to it. Oh, wait. One more thing. There's probably going to be extra background noise because one thing, I have not put up my soundproofing yet in my office. Not even sure where it is. I have not found the box for it at this point. There's lots of boxes. There's lots of things going on here. And B, there is multiple bits of construction going on. There's a plumber here. There's a landscaper here. There is a general contractor here, all doing various bits and bobs around the house right now. And I just can't avoid all of the noise that might come with those projects. So apologize in advance. At the moment it's quiet, but let's get to it. It's that special day of the year for some. It's just another day for others. For Kostenseva, with the offseason, her morale is slowly improving, but we know that it's going to take a dip again as she has just not improved those mentals. And those mentals aren't something you can train. It's something that just comes with age, comes with development, and it comes in waves. So we need one of those waves to maybe have some sort of shot at actually maintaining morale. Otherwise, for now, I just can't worry about it. I can't. But Ita, Gallus, they're looking good, and we're getting ready to start tournaments. In fact, Ita is going to be at the Auckland Open this week. It's nice that even though she's a late bloomer, Gallus, I interrupt her training a single time and instantly see a level up. Her speed, which was negligible, is a little bit better now. Reflexes, natural fitness are both pretty close. We've got some work to do with Gallus to get her in playing shape. Ita, meanwhile, seen some progress. She's now an 11 on serve accuracy. For me, that's a big one because it makes a massive difference in play. Those double faults are so costly. No level up for Kostenseva this week, though she had a couple level ups last week, and you could see big increases right now happening. Footwork, 20%. I mean, that's a fifth of a level, almost a quarter of a level in just a single week. The balance, the return, both good progress there as well. So the good things are happening. We just need to keep it up. And this season, like I said, I want to do a lot of training over the next year with Kostenseva and just kind of go through the tournaments, go through the motions a bit. Yes, I want to move her up the rankings a bit further, but I think the best way to move her up the rankings is going to be to develop her skills at this point, more so than in getting her into all the big tournaments or anything like that. After a wonderful week of influence training on all three, which I think I need to do a bit more often and not just focus on my primary on Kostenseva, you can see massive progress, even though it wasn't a level up. Footwork, Kostenseva, almost 30%. I mean, that's roughly a third of a level this week in just that one go. And then we add a decent climb in reflexes and balance. So really, really good increases right now. Ita, who's a late bloomer, 20% on speed. That was my focus for her. Gallus, I focused on speed, 34%, and that was the one we just leveled up a week ago. Meanwhile, her volley going up, her reflexes, which is a secondary to that speed increase, both going up, and we see a level up in each of those. So getting better. Just signed her, but she's already getting better, and that's big going forward. Big weeks for Ita and Gallus as both of them got pretty deep into tournaments there. Gallus makes it to the semifinals of a rookie tournament. Kostenseva, lighter training this week, giving her a chance to recover a bit, not interfering this time. And Ita, similarly after her post-tournament. And we open our account with our first Grand Slam of the year. We're down in Australia. Ita is there. She gets knocked out in the first round going up against the 26 seed. And it's even tougher for Kostenseva, who is bound to get slammed in this opening one as we go against the 4 seed. Yeah. Okay. Well, unlucky, super unlucky on the draw. I mean, honestly, can barely get worse than that on the draw. And, it's a bad draw for her to go up against somebody so high ranked in Kostenseva in the first round. But obviously, it's even worse for us in this scenario. I expect we're going to get knocked out right here, right off the bat. But, 50,000 from each of them. Not a bad way to start the season on that part. As expected, we get hammered. It's 2-6, 1-6, 2-6. At least we claimed 5 games, even though we didn't win any sets. I mean, it certainly could be worse. We had 23 winners, 22 unforced errors, common problem, 3 double faults, no aces, common problem against the more talented players anyway. Kostenseva has a long way to go, and that's why this season is going to be more about the training. But at least she's there. At least she can qualify. She's got a high enough rank to get into those big paying tournaments and keep the finances rolling along this season as we, change that focus this year. This is a level up I'm happy to have. Forehand accuracy now at a 12. That's a good one for Kostenseva. Plus, she got some rest after getting knocked out in that first round. Last 2 weeks provided rest. She should be back in good form here shortly. Ita not making progress. Gallus not making progress. It was a quiet week for us, but that's okay. That's okay. It will happen. With the long hiatus, my mind's been in other places, focused on other things. Well, anyway, it had completely escaped me until a moment ago that all 3 of them just aged out of the junior level. They're all World Tour competitors now, full time. They've all just hit that age. So, okay. I now remember that's a thing this season. Well, anyway, Kostenseva, another good strong week. The return, which is my focus for her currently, as we've now got everything in the physicals 12 plus, 12 to 14 kind of range for pretty much every attribute. A few of her technical skills are definitely lagging behind. I don't expect them to improve quite as rapidly as the trainer's not as strong as I am, which was why I focused on the physicals first and foremost. But anyway, return, 28% gain, over halfway there. A couple more weeks, we should be able to get that into the double digits. Meanwhile, we're seeing a little bit of progress in other places that need it as well. Ita, double level up this week. Stamina and Smash both going up. And Kostenseva finally has an opportunity to actually accumulate some points at the end of January. I mean, she hasn't scored anything since November, I believe it is, or very beginning of December. I don't remember when that final tournament was. Again, memory. And just over a week ago or a week and a half ago, it was 2 weeks ago when I recorded last for this series, maybe even longer, because I was a good 6-7 days ahead by the time I went on the trip to New York and then didn't record for the 4 days that I was there. I did a single recording since I got back, and then that's been a week and a half. Oh my goodness, it's been a while. Well, anyway, so maybe that's why my memory is what it is right now. Gosh. Well, sorry. I'm off on a tangent. Kostenseva, for the first time this year, the 2024 calendar year, has an opportunity and better take advantage of it. She doesn't necessarily need to win this thing, but she really needs to minimum reach semis, hopefully reach finals, hopefully win it, obviously. But, she needs to score some points because her position is starting to slip down a little bit. And I'd like to at least maintain the position we've brought her into this year. Enough said. It is slightly annoying that the better our finances get, the more the board is just like, money. But, I suppose that is accurate to real life, isn't it? Let's try this again, why don't we? It's already middle of February, and we haven't done a thing yet this season, besides training. Squeezing out the very first round, 7-5, 7-6. We're still alive. First win of the year. Now, coming off of victory finally, 6-3, 6-2, things get a little more smooth in the next round. She goes to 28 winners and just, just 21 unforced errors. It's really just a weak opponent that she was up against that put her in the position she was in, apparently. Quarterfinals tight, 6-4, 7-5, but this is exactly what she needs at this point. A little bit of success, even if it's subtle at this point, it's going to have an impact as we go forward. Semifinals are looking good for a potential tournament victory, as we're looking at nobody higher than 238th in the rankings. But my oh my, we are just squeaking things out. I mean, we push the first set to tiebreakers but lose, push the second set to tiebreakers and squeeze one out to stay alive, and then finally take control of the match in the final set to win comfortably, but there was nothing comfortable about that match. And we're into the final. We'll see how things go. She is very fresh in terms of stamina, but she's stressed out, and our opponent is very enthusiastic about being here. This is the everyday story with Kasanseva. She is a talented player and yet has no personal drive. I mean, she is just a mess in her head. And that's what we're constantly trying to overcome. There's a decent amount of talent there in this kid, but yeah, just I can't wait for another one of those mental pushes that will see her pick up 3-4 points magically overnight and just get her that little bit better towards neutral. She's nowhere near neutral. It's going to be a long time before she hits kind of a neutral mental state and then ultimately turns out okay. But she is just so bad that she can't overcome anything. And her skill, only carries her so far. So this game is going on for freaking ever. Kasanseva does finally win it. I mean, I had glanced down briefly probably 20 seconds earlier and they were still in that same game during that time, and considering we're going at pretty high rate of speed, this set is taking ages. The good news for us was we had that we had the stamina looking good, and our opponent is suddenly already feeling it and no longer enthusiastic. She is also stressed. So now that they're on equal footing, the skill can probably take over and hopefully carry us through. It is 5-4 in this opening set, and it's looking likely, and there it is. Yeah, so we come from behind just by having that incredibly long rally has now given us the upper hand in this match and could see this tournament, which she has scraped by, start to go in a pretty strong direction. First game is hers. Second game is going to go the other way, it looks like, but I'm liking our chances. Again, both are stressed, and the stamina factor starting to kick in as we're seeing that fatigue level get a little bit worse for Skal. It's 2-1. But is it about to go level, or can she fight back? It's 30-40. And no, she does not. It's 2 apiece. Double fault for Kasanseva. Not what we need from her. She's got a decent serve. It's unfortunate that she gives a bit too many away. Despite that serve that she's got. It's 3-2 though. But we find ourselves down 30-40 again and then giving another game away. It's like every time we've got the chance to get the upper hand in this thing, we give it right back, 4-3. Can we finally break and steal a game and get that driving foot that we need to put this thing away? No, we don't. It's 4-4. And then look, when we have serve, look how easy it is. Bam. Game 1. Didn't even give up a point. It was just like that. That simple. I wish it were that simple. Here it is. To break, to steal the game and the set and the match. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.